It is the 12th of December. We have a very, very powerful portal, 1212, and your power is waiting for you. Welcome everyone. My name is Doris Victoria, your personal empowerment and soul coach. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to this video on the 12th of December 24. This is a magical number this year because not only 12 and 12 give 24, it is kind of like a perfect, how can I say, it's like a portal energy that is bringing us into a new era if we desire, if we choose that it will be so. So what I want to share with you today is just a channeling that I received about this powerful energy. The 1212 is pretty much a powerful portal, and many talk about it is an activation of star seeds or it is an activation of old souls. I believe that for every single one of us here on this planet that have come to look for the truth, those of us who are soul searchers, truth searchers, we will get these activation by the energy that is going on around us right now. And this energy, as I said, dear ones, is powerful. So for many of the old souls or starseeds here on Earth, our power was pretty much, it kind of has been everywhere. It might have been used against you in past lives, or we might have lost it in our childhood. Whatever it is a powerful moment today, a powerful alignment, a resonance, if you want, of energy to bring your power back into your heart, to kind of like rise like phoenix out of the ashes. This is the image that I got this morning. And what came through as I channeled this energy, and I was asking, how can I share it in words with my listeners? What I got is, for every one of you, I hope you know the movie Maleficent. And if you haven't watched it yet, the one with Angelina Jolie, where she's kind of like wearing these horns and she looks in a way scary. But please watch that movie, because for me, I know I'm an old soul, or many call me a starseed. I know that I always felt like an alien ever since I came on this planet. And not many people felt like me, or not many people thought like me. And so it was kind of like a journey of loneliness, but the journey of loneliness in the end brought me back to my own connection with all that is, with God, with the universe, if you want. And so when I watched this movie, and it's been years ago now, and it stuck with me because I felt like it was so powerful. And when I channeled again about this energy today, it kind of like this movie came back over and over again. So here's what I think is happening right now here on Earth. For all of you who know, you know about the strong solar flares. You know about the Schumann resonance, the Schumann frequency that has been kind of like all over. You know about the magnetic, the energetic vibes that have been measured here on Earth. There is something powerful going on. We are in the middle of the big shift that many call ascension. And ascension in the end is merging with our soul. Ascension means to come home into that consciousness of who we truly are. And again, when I saw this movie, Maleficent, it's kind of like a deviation of Sleeping Beauty. Again, please watch the movie to understand what I'm saying here. There's this young fairy, and she is pure and innocent and beautiful, and she has those strong wings. And you can see her healing trees, for example. When a branch is broken, she would put her hands around it and heal, and the branch would just stick to the tree again and be healed. That was her healing power. And I always felt like, thank God that they made this movie, because I feel so resonant with that energy of healing trees and nature and all forms of life, human beings, animals, anything. So she is that little young fairy, and she falls in love with a human boy. And that boy I'm not going to go too much into the story, but that little fairy, with her power, has fought a lot of fights of injustice, because there is a king, a human king, that is not so much in resonance with nature. So the fairy, for example, she works with the nature forces, with natural forces. And she would always be, because love always wins, she would always be stronger than the king. So the king is having this wish that for anyone who brings home the wings of this fairy, I think he is jealous of her. She is a threat to him because he cannot do what he wants. She's more powerful, but she's working for the light. She's working for the good forces. So he is putting out this thing that anyone who brings home her wings will be king after he resigns. And so that little fairy falls in love with that human boy without knowing that this boy is actually working for the king, and he is keen to get her wings. So while she sleeps, they're spending a night together, but you can just see those kids, sleeping in nature. And this little fairy would wake up without her wings. That boy stole it from her. He cut the wings from her and brought it to the king. So the fairy, she realizes that now without her wings, she is kind of powerless. And for me, this is such an amazing metaphor, because this is what happens with all of us old seeds, old star seeds, old souls here on earth. Our power has been kind of taken away from us by our past incarnations. Maybe we had a hard childhood, Many of us had chosen parents to kind of like, that would be very hard with us, but they were hard with us to bring us back into our power. Because what we are here for is to remember how powerful we are, to claim this power back from everywhere, to kind of like integrate it again into our hearts, and then be the lighthouse. Not do, but be the lighthouse. Be that light that this world is needing so desperately. And remember that one that is in harmony with his own light is more powerful than millions that are still stuck in fear. I said that before. So the fairy now becomes kind of bitter, and you can see her walking with a stick because her power had been stolen from her. And oftentimes you can see those wings in the king's castle. They're now in a cage. He's holding those wings in a cage, but they are very much alive, just like your power, just like all our power, our old soul's power is. This power is still alive. All we have to do is to claim it back. And oftentimes this requires the journey of going through a valley of really deep sadness, all these lower vibrational emotions like frustration, despair, powerlessness, hate, sadness, sorrow, depression. All these kind of low vibrational frequencies are in the end here so that we would feel them, and by feeling them, by being present with them, we could shine our light on them and then move forward. That's the big thing, my dear ones. When we feel those emotions, when we are being fully present, conscious with our emotions, oftentimes it just takes 1 minute to traverse it. And it might be hard, and you might cry, and you might want to scream. I know I have, and I know I did, and I'm still doing it. But it is necessary to come back into higher vibrational frequencies. So do not avoid lower vibrational feelings. Do not see them as an enemy. They're here to bring you back into your power. So back to Maleficent, back to this beautiful movie. She walks her life in a very frustrated, almost a vicious way now. Because she had been betrayed, she's kind of like enraged, and she thinks about even revenge, all these low vibrational frequencies are coming up. And then the king has a baby. He marries another woman, a human woman, and then they have a baby together. And 12 fairies are coming to bless this little girl, the little princess. And Maleficent also comes, but she curses the girl. And still, she sees the purity and the beauty of that soul. And they're kind of like the little girl. I mean, she's always, you can see it in the movie, she's always in the presence of that little girl. And for us, this means, for us old souls, for me, that baby represents, we need to remember purity and innocence, that purity and innocence that we're coming from, that is still here in our hearts. It is waiting to be revived by us. So the girl is growing up, and Angelina Jolie, alias Maleficent, she's always in her presence in a way. And in the end, I'm not going to talk too much, as I said, about this movie, but in the end, it is the purity and the unconditional love of that child, which is presented by the universe. It is a metaphor for the unconditional love, the purity, the innocence of the universe. That love that life has for all of us. And when we remember that love, thanks to the valleys that we have been going through, that's when we can get back our wings. So in the end of this movie, it's a beautiful movie, because the wings are returning to Maleficent, to Angelina Jolie in the end. And they're just, they're being liberated from the cage by that girl, and they're just flying back to her and making contact again with her body, and then she again fights injustice. She's back in her power. So when I channeled about this 12-12 portal today, this is what came to my mind. Now is the time to claim our wings back. Now is the time to claim our power back, to fully become sovereign, knowing how much we are loved by the universe, knowing how much we are loved by a source that knows everything, that has all the answers. And that source is within us. It is shining out of every cell of our human body and our energy. So I hope this helps you. I just loved that story, and there's a lot that I could say about it, but for the sake of keeping my videos short, for those of you who don't have that much time, remember that today is a beautiful energy that can help you to rise like phoenix out of the ashes. To remember how important you are here on earth, how loved you are. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter what you said. It doesn't matter, if you have anything that you're holding against yourself, let it go now. Let it go. Let it fly away. You don't need it. What is important now is that we are claiming this power of ours back, so that we can be the light here on earth, shining our light upon this beautiful planet to heal humanity, to help humanity to ascend, but in the end, to heal all life forms, animals, trees, plants, flowers, birds, anything, even rocks, even crystals. So let's be the lighthouse that we came here to be. As I said, this energy, this portal energy today can be a powerful moment for any one of you that wants to step through a portal in order to become a new version of yourself, or to even become your old self. Remember that soul self that you are. And to get there, it is not so much about growing, it is about remembrance. So I hope this is helping you. Lots of love, my dear ones. If you like this video, please subscribe, please like it, please share it with loved ones, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and by the way, if you want to have a call with me, as I said, I am a soul empowerment coach. If you want to have a call with me, just go into my information and write me an email, and we will be in touch. I'm very much looking forward to meet you. Have a blessed portal December 12th, and rise back into your amazing power of light, of love, of joy. Blessings, my dear ones, and bye for now.